Hi y'all, my name is Tia Herrera. I'm an event planner with Epiphany Blue, and I'm going to talk to you all about how to dress for success. These will be tips to help you dress for any occasion. We're going to be talking about different body types for both masculine and feminine presenting peoples, as well as how to dress for your proportions. Then I'm going to go over the different types of dress: business formal, business casual, semi-formal, formal wear, as well as your everyday casual clothing. I'm going to define them for you as well as give you some examples. Let's get into it. Different body types. When it comes to body types, it is only important to know so that it can help you in sourcing clothing that will be most flattering to your frame. Different cuts, necklines, and fits will look different on every individual. I personally have a rectangle frame, which means I have a more narrow body. I have a shorter torso and longer legs. And I have to be mindful of this when I am shopping for high-waisted clothing because it will cut me off and I will appear to be more short and boxy, which is not flattering at all. Instead, I can opt for a mid-waist, which will give me the look of a high waist, but be way more flattering on my frame. The goal is to find clothing that makes you feel comfortable and confident. I always say you want to wear your clothes. You don't want to feel like your clothes are wearing you. Body types. The first body type that we're going to start with is the Pear Oval frame. The characteristics of this is going to be smaller shoulders and at the bust and waist, and it's going to round out at the bottom. You're going to have heavier hips, a heavier bottom, thighs. You're going to want to wear dark, solid colors, button downs. You want to create a more streamlined look to help with your framing, to make your body appear more defined. So leaning into more tops with fitted waist, creating the illusion of a waistline, and steering away from clothes that give you perceived weight. So cargo pants and things like that will make you appear more heavier. So on the bottom, anything that lays flat and again does not give you the perceived added visual weight. Rectangle frame. As I mentioned, this is my body type. So it's a straight up and down shape. Your shoulders and your waist are nearly the same width. So small bust, not so curvy on the waist. You're going to want to give yourself a perceived waistline. So wearing clothes that are proportionate to your top and bottom half while enhancing your waist. Wrap dresses and wrap tops, anything belted, anything kind of cinched or more tailored in your waistline to give you a shape. Unfortunately, us rectangle people don't have much of a shape. Layered clothing, structured tailoring, it also helps create the illusion and break up your outfit. Curvier body frame, so it's full bust, hips, full bodied. You're going to want to de-emphasize the midsection and create a more defined waist. Again, same thing with the rectangle body shape, creating the perceived waist, as well as with the Pear and Oval. Wrap dresses, wrap tops, anything belted, cinched in, and tailored during the waistline will give the illusion of. And you're going to want to also, you can wear cargo pants and things like that on the bottom half as well, as long as it is balanced. The next body type we'll be talking about is the triangle frame. So larger around the waist and hips in relation to the top part of your body. This is going to create a natural triangle shape with the base being at your waist and tapering up towards your head. That's what creates the little triangle look. So with this frame, focusing on creating balance is going to be key. You're going to want to try to avoid any tapered clothing, anything that's too fitted, so that it does create that, again, that perceived balance, the illusion of. Next will be the inverted triangle. So this is going to be broader, wider shoulders, tapering and narrowing down. So inverted triangle, upside down triangle. It's the same thing. You can picture it that way. You're going to want to wear clothes that are more closely fitting and reduce the visual clutter and emphasize the clean, sharp lines of your torso. They're already there. Let's go ahead and emphasize them, play them up. You're going to want to try to balance out the lower frame by focusing your attention on the top half of your body. Avoid structured tailoring. Next, we have an hourglass figure. It is your shoulder and your hips are equal distance with a natural waistline. So whereas before we talked about creating a perceived waistline, the hourglass figure already has one. You can see it in their shape again, very balanced, equal parts up top as well as down bottom. Because it's a naturally balanced frame, you have more wiggle room to kind of decide what it is you want to wear. You can play around with different lengths and patterns and textures as long as, again, you keep it balanced, you're good to go. Next, we have a trapezoid frame. I like to kind of think of, for me, the visual that I use is Russell Wilson. It's easier for me to picture a trapezoid because it's kind of not the natural frame, a natural shape that you would think of. So the waist is going to be the narrowest point on the torso. The rib cage will widen and steadily go up to the collarbone and your shoulders, and that's what kind of creates that tapered off trapezoid look that I was describing. So you're going to want to avoid baggy clothing. You can play around with vertical stripes and whatnot to elongate your frame, as well as plaids and checkered prints to kind of widen or make yourself appear more bulky if that's the look that you're going for. Now, the fun part, when to wear. Formal wear and semi-formal. For formal wear, it's usually required at night, weddings, high-priced galas and dinners. This is going to be your ball gowns, your suits, your button-down shirts, tailored fits, black shoes, very clean cut. Whereas semi-formal, you can wear that as at weddings as well, day or night, proms, special parties, galas. This is going to be kind of like your cocktail dress, things that are still more form-fitting and tailored, but a little more casual. Currently, the trends for formal wear have become more relaxed, so I definitely think that you should focus on who's throwing the event, where the event is, and that can kind of help you to determine how far you can lean into casual versus formal when it comes to formal and semi-formal wear. Business wear and business casual. Business wear is normally going to be worn at your corporate company events, your networking events, job interviews, business meetings. These are going to be your pantsuits, dark colors, closed-toe pumps, dress shoes, nothing too flashy. Business casual, worn at the office, informal business meetings or lunches, networking events as well. As I mentioned before, you really want to focus on where the event is going to be, who is going to be there, so you can really know how casual you can go. With trends changing, it used to be casual Fridays were the only days that you could wear jeans or sneakers. Now, a clean-cut, sleek leather sneaker, preferably solid color, is more acceptable in the office place. Casual wear. This is normally what's worn when you're hanging out with your friends or family. It's more relaxed, no restrictions or expectations. You can wear your shorts, your crop tops, your jeans, skirts, sweatsuits, joggers. Casual clothing has a time and a place, and it's very unique to your personal style. There's no rules here. You can, like I said, wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. This is when you really get to lean in and find out what makes you feel more comfortable so that you're wearing your clothes and they're not wearing you. And this is when I really, really want to emphasize the wear. There is a time and a place for every style of dress. As I mentioned with the formal and semi-formal, casual and business casual, this carries over into casual, just casual wear as well. So as an added note, I would recommend that everyone also be mindful of their undergarments. This is a big thing for me, making sure that you are wearing everything comfortably and correctly, whether it be a undershirt or a bra. Anything too tight-fitting or too loose will affect how your clothes lay on your body. Another tip is investing in a steamer. I think that a steamer is a quick way to knock the wrinkles out of your clothes. I own an iron, but I don't own an ironing board, and I don't like to use it. I prefer to just hang up my clothes and use the steamer, knock all the wrinkles out. It's a quick way. It works with all materials and clothing. Okay, thank you for your time. I hope these tips and tricks will kind of stick in your mind the next time you're picking out your clothing. That way you can kind of, actually when you're shopping as well, so that way you can have, the knowledge and wherewithal to figure out what works best for you and your frame.